is available to you, then only you can see all the actual data which is behind these this particular picture over here basically. Okay, so you remember it, that is a web coverage. So there are different standards basically in order to put the data into the public domain. So we have seen one example of that web service also over here. Now coming to the third component, that was creating the data online, and then accessing the data through the web services, and then we can have some open data archive also here. If you just click it here, open data archive. Now here you can see a different sets of data are available for directly download also. If I say some satellite data, so here we have the list 3 data that is available for download as per the map policy. Up to 23.5 or 25 meter data is only available for download. If I click this particular selection over here, the maximum we can download from Indian website portals is around 25 meter only. Now this I am seeing it here, the data for the data download. Let us say I want to download the data for the Dehradun region. So somewhere here lies the city of Dehradun basically here. Okay, this is your Haridwar region and this is your Dehradun region here, or you can just search it from here, this place also, RADUN Dehradun, and then it will search the place for you, and that same can be displayed over here. Now if you want to download the data, you can say interactive drawing, start, and then just click it here, and then once this is selected, and then we can say next. Then you can just view the data from here. Okay, this is showing you the Dehradun city. This is Dehradun city here. Now view. Now this data is visualized as a small thumbnail also. A snapshot of the data is given to you over here. Okay. Now you can see here the what kind of data is available here. The temporal data set is available from 2008 to 2019. So many seasons data is available from October, December, March. So in different years and different seasons data is also available. So and along with that we have a metadata also over here. You can see some around 20, 30 parameters are there which describes this data. Who had the data identification information, who are the contact information, geographical location, coverage of the data, what is the extent of the data, citation, how to cite the data, metadata stamp is given of what is the time set of this data. It is, you can see here 2/1/2012 basically, and then data set, topic, category, ortho rectified data, then ISO is English, language is English, abstract. This data is received from the linear imaging and self scanning sensor which operates in 3 bands of VNIR and 1 band in SWIR with 24-meter resolution and a swath of 141 kilometers. From that data set, this tile has been created, this satellite data tile. So but actually, but you just remember it here, the data is not 141 kilometer here, one tile. In this Bhuvan portal, it has been clipped here. The chips have been kept, and one chip is around 25 by 25 kilometers. That you can verify it from here. You can from this extent basically. If you see here, this 78 degree east, this longitude, and the other is 78.25 east. So the difference is 0.25 degree. And similarly 30.5, and this is here 25 and 30.5. So these two are there. So again it is this is 30.25 and this is 30.5 now. Okay, so this is around 25 kilometers, 0.25 degree. So 0.25 degree into 0.25 degree. So degree roughly if we talk, it is around 100 kilometers, somewhat near to that. So it is 25.25 into 100 means 25 kilometers. So around, so this is 25 kilometer by 25 kilometer area one tile is covering here. So this you can again, there is one option over here which allows you to download the data. Click on download, but it says you need to download before downloading the data here. So you need to create the user credentials over here. You need to register for this website. If I say here, come my user ID, I am just typing it over here. And they have put that CAPTCHA mechanism also over here, so that you cannot automate it for bulk download. Okay, GOBHGZ9 basically. And if I say login, so now the data, if I click here, just we can download these data sets. So you can just see the data is easily downloaded. Okay, I will click it here. You can see list 3 data set, and let us try to extract it here. If I extract it, this the data will come something like this. You can see the data is organized into 4 tiles. As I was seeing in the, as we were able to see in the metadata, it has 4 bands basically. List 3, first band 2, band 3, band 4, and band 5. This is the format of a particular typical remote sensing data set. The data is basically in different formats. You can say this band 5 is a SWIR band. In the electromagnetic spectrum, there is something called SWIR, short wave infrared. From in that region, data is collected and is kept as a separate file. Similarly, for the near infrared NIR band, so that is again a separate file for it. Similarly, for the green band, and another is for the red band, green band. Now, how to see them? You can just click it here and keep drag. You can go here in this QGIS software layer, add raster layer. That is a raster data set, which I was telling you day before yesterday in one of my lecture. So you can just select it here like this. In the downloads, I have this particular folder. Click it here, select all these 4 bands, and OK. If I say add and close, so you can see your data set is lying here in Dehradun region, somewhere here. So behind is the API, and on top of that API, I am putting the data sets of that particular physically downloaded data. Now we had one more data sets also. That was the data which we created in the online platform. So that let us try to overlay that also. So if I say layer, that was a vector data basically. Add vector data, click it here. If I say downloads, it was our save, correct? So save file was this, select it, open, and then add and close. So you have that boundary also here now. But that boundary, you can see it is a very small boundary of one campus only. So you see here that boundary is lying somewhere here also. Okay. So if I do it a simple fill, some symbology I will apply over here. Simple line. Let us try to give some color to it here. Yellow color let me try to give here. Okay. Apply and close. So you can see that boundary is here somewhere here. IRS boundary is visible to you here. And you can just switch off these bands here like this, all the 4 satellite bands we were able to see here. Okay, so this also again you can see here some of the portion is green portion here, and in some of the portion it is showing the red. Red was your basically, you can just see here, red was the built up land. So some part is built up, some part is green also within this boundary. So we have just seen it here. This again in the satellite image. This is your band number 4. So you can see here in the band number 4, nothing much is visible here. Band, as I told you here, the size of this 1 pixel is not, it is around 24 meter. The size of this tile is 25 kilometers. It is covering the area of 25 kilometers, full tile. But the smallest pixel, this is smallest tile, one pixel basically. This pixel is one grid basically. It is a 24 meter by 24 meter. Okay. So roughly you can just say 25 meter something. So this is the boundary over here. Again, I will see in all the 4 bands. You can see here. It is the SWIR band. You can see the reflectance is very high. It is showing in the SWIR band. And then if we talk to NIR band, little bit less reflectance. If we go for the red band, the same boundary here. Red, it is showing absorption is there, black is absorption, white is reflection basically. And if you go for the green band, in green you can see that the reflectance is again very less. Much of the energy is absorbed in the green band. So that are simple basics only. So this we have seen all the 3 mechanisms now in Bhuvan portal. Now I will just show you some. There are not only, apart from Bhuvan, there are some other portals also which are giving the data in this form. Like one example, if I take of from my slides itself, there is one very good example here called OpenStreetMap basically. Okay, so this particular portal is also hosting a data which is collected from the crowd. Okay, crowd source data is basically uploaded into this particular portal. by the name called OpenStreetMap. So you can just see here, this particular portal is also very good portal, but most of the data which is published in this portal is from the is in the vector format. Basically, there are images are not there. They are only these boundaries, roads, and point layer. So these kinds of data sets are published in this OpenStreetMap. So OpenStreetMap, if I talk here, so yeah, it is here like this. Here also it will show you some of the boundaries here, data sets. Something I'm, let us say, one of the universities in Dehradun, like Doon University. So you can just see here that somewhere here it is visible. Here also the options are there. We can search it like the Doon, Doon University, DHRA Dehradun. Okay, so if you click it, go, and then it will just search that for you, and it is zoomed here at this part. Now here also you can see there are huge amount of data is available here. Even these building footprints are available to you. You can see here, and these all data sets are available for download as well. You can download these data sets, or you can create your own data sets also. You can edit it also in the online platform. So it allows you to edit the data. Once you click edit, then it goes, it asks for the login, and then you need to create your login credentials for this website. Basically, I will not go into that. You try to explore it from your side. What I will try to do, we will try to access this data through one of the application. We have just seen QGIS, how we access this particular OpenStreet, all this entire data set in a platform, because since all the data are in the form of an API and a web service, so they are accessible through different applications as well. I will go to this QGIS. Now here, if you can see here, this is one option called browser here. If that is not visible to you, then you can go to view, this is panel, and then browser, select it. So this browser will be visible to you here. Once this browser is visible, you have to select, there is one option called XYZ tile, and then OpenStreetMap, and just drag it to this part here. So this entire OpenStreetMap is in your portal now. Okay, in this particular software, in the dashboard of this software, it is available. Now if I want to download the data here again, let us try to see. I was somewhere in the Doon University. So let me just check it here. Now here I will just tell one more mechanism here. This is an API. Let us, I want to search inside this portal. I want to search. So there is something called geo name. So all these names have been they are available as an APIs also. So let us say Doon University, if I want to search. So in QGIS itself, there is one platform, one plugin is there. You can go to this plugin, and यहाँ place search, you just type place search, ARCH, place search, or OSM place search. Okay, so this is OSM place search. Select it and then install it plugin. The plugin will be installed. Then you can just see here, yes, that plug it will come into that OSM place search, OpenStreetMap. All the places, name of the places are geotagged basically. Now if here I type in this place search here, name contains Doon University, Doon, UNIVERSI, Doon University Dehradun. Okay, if I say Doon University Dehradun and click on this search, it will try to search for me. So you can see here, this all is possible through APIs only. In this OpenStreetMap, that API is available. So I will select this place and then zoom to. So you can just see here, it is zoomed to that Doon University over here. I will switch off this shape boundaries also. So you can see all the boundaries are here. All that data, it is zoomed to this Doon University. If I talk, let us try to search another place, IIRS Dehradun. Let us try to search it. So it will search Indian Institute of Remote Sensing also. Zoom to that place, so it will zoom to that place also. Now here you can see, here also some building footprints are available to me. So these can also be downloaded very easily. So there is, I want this data set for some purpose, for some application basically. So and I want it only within this boundaries, within this particular boundary, this yellow boundary we had created. what I will do, I will try to change the color of this file, simple file, so that it becomes visible to me. Red, I will make it red. Okay, apply. Okay, so you can see I want the data set within this boundary only. Now all these building footprints in which are coming into this boundary. Okay, now how to get that one? So for that I have a plugin here, manage plugin. So there is not OSM, this is quick quick that is OSM map. Okay, QUICK, quick, sorry, quick map services. No, just hold on, I will install plugin. Quick OSM basically, not the quick map service. So that is, again I will take quick OSM. Okay, so this is another plugin called quick OSM. I will reinstall that plugin. So that quick OSM plugin will allow me to download these data sets also from here. Click here, then close. Now you can see here in the plugin I have quick OSM. On the vector it will go like quick OSM. Click on quick OSM, and then here I will just say buildings, BUILDING, buildings. Search here buildings, and click on the buildings. So it will say many things are there. Domes are not there in my area, so I will remove it. Value flat I will not take. Gable, gambrel, half hipped, so these are basically not available here. Pyramid, round is not there. Salt box is not there. Type building I will take. Apartment, no, not apartments are not there. Houses are not. Garage, industrial, entrance, only buildings I will take. Type equal to buildings, and in from where I want around the layer extent. Layer extent is this. Which is the layer extent? Layer extent is shape, the shape file basically. Select it and then run query. So once you run it, but it says ki no results are found here basically. So what we will do here, we will just remove this building also, and we will try to run that query. That filter you can remove it. So yes, it has now downloaded. So you can see here that switch off your or this browser also I will remove from here. Let us try to switch off these layers also, OpenStreetMap also. Now you can see many data sets are downloaded as a save file. This boundary also not, I will just say this roads, these are not required. Now if you see here, these boundaries are there, all are downloaded to you. And if you talk to this open attribute table, so it has along with them all the attributes as well. These names, name of the buildings, like you can see, this some of the names are there, some are blank. Now since this is a crowdsourced data, so although the quality may be an issue with it, okay. So this is again, now you can edit it also as well here. Once it is downloaded, now they are in the editable format. I want only the data within this boundary, these are not required. So I will just click here, right click, toggle editing. Now data is available for me to download also. What I will do, I will just try to select this big boundary here, not required. So you can see all the other building footprints are available to me. Click it here, download. It can again be downloaded. These are also not required. Delete them. Delete it here. Delete here. Delete this boundary. This also not required. We can remove this. So now we can just see we are doing some sorts of data cleaning as well. These are also not required. These are also outside the campus. This is also outside the campus. So even this is also not within the, so you can just see even these three are also not there. So you can see these building footprints I am able to get it here. Right click, toggle editing, you just save it. So I am able to edit the data also. Okay. So so this is one of the very good geodata portal. You try to explore this OpenStreetMap also, and it has huge amount of data sets. Now it data set related to soils, all the infrastructure, geology, many themes are there. If you just Google it, what are the themes that are available with Google, this particular OpenStreetMap, you will find a wealth of data is available. Now let us I will just show you one more, one just in 2-3 minutes, another mechanism through which the data, we try to access the data. Okay. So, as I was trying with that Bhuvan Geo portal, na, trying to see the data on that browser, it was not able to come up over there due to some parameter mismatch was there. Exact parameters you need to pass so that data can be visualized. But I have another example for with me. That example I will try to take it from that is at Open Weather Map. Okay, so this particular website is also a very good website basically. Control C, if you just check it here, Open Weather Map, it gives you the data at a free API also basically. Okay, so uh, there are many things are there. So what I have done, I have already created one API, one key for free key. I have taken one free API also with me. You can see current data it is able to show me here. 17 degree Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Some, what is the Friday, Saturday, Sunday forecast also it is showing it. So not only the current real time weather data, but the forecasted data, that is also available as an API. Okay, and this can be integrated into any of the web portals. Example, let us try to see here. I have taken this API, api.openweathermap.org, data 2.5 meter interval I am grid I am taking, and then weather up to here, this name of the server, and after that there are certain parameters. Okay, so I will just select it here like this, copy, Control C, and if I go to this particular, I try to access this parameter here. You can see here up to this part, api.openweathermap.org data 2.5/weather. It is the name of the server. After that, there are certain parameters like q equal to Ranchi. I will take it now, not Ranchi. Let us try to take it Delhi. Okay, q equal to Delhi. This is the app ID which I have created of my own. Language, it is either lang %. This is again language equal to Hindi and unit equal to metric. Let us try to take the language as ENG only, English. Okay, and then if you press enter, it will show you the data here now. You can see here, if it is visible to you, like coordinate, it is saying latitude, longitude, weather. It is in GeoJSON format. It is showing you here. Smoke is there right now. Main smoke, description smoke, and base station. It is like temperature is around 23.5 degrees Celsius over there. Feels like 23.8. Minimum is 23.5. Maximum is 23.05. Pressure is around 1016. Humidity is 64. Visibility is around 1100 meters. Wind speed it is showing for the wind parameter, also it is showing wind parameters. Cloud also it is showing it, and date it is Julian date, but you can convert this Julian date into a normal date also. Sysadmin. So here you can see up to time zone, sunset, sunrise, when was the sunrise, when was the sunset. So huge data sets are available to you. In the portal only we are seeing some of the data sets, but here we are seeing that data set in this raw format also. Now you can just automate it also, so that you get the data of any of the city. You know? Like let us say now Delhi, like now I will take it for the Dehradun region, and Dehradun, and I will say the language I wanted in Hindi, let us say Hindi HI. So you can see here it is saying the coordinate is this, and weather parameter starting from here. ID is 500. Rain, it is rain, actually it is cloudy, that's weather over here in Dehradun. Description, it is saying halki varsa. Icon, and then base station is main. Temperature it is 20.919, and pressure also 1016. Humidity it is saying 59. Sea level height it is saying 1016. Visibility is around 10,000 meters. Wind speed is 0.81, and all those rain is around 1 hour 0.28 mm it is showing. Cloud is all there. So this is one sunrise, sunset, all the data sets are there. You just change the parameters here, and you will get the data desired by your application. Okay, so this is very good application, good one of the very good API. You try to explore it. Now let us take one more API, that was Google Open Weather Map. Now let us take GeoName. This is also one portal, geo data portal, which is giving you the data in the form of an API here. So if I say, let us say, search the city by the pin code, basically So I will just select this portal URL from here, GeoName, and I will share with slide with you. You can see here the portal, it says api.geonames.org, postal code search JSON, postal code equal to 248007, and username I have created for myself, Kamal something. Press enter. So it will tell for this 248007, these are the places like Dehradun region, Umedpur, Prem Nagar. So all these are coming. Let us say 248001. So it will say again it is for Dehradun region only. Some areas having this one, and let us say if I try for some other postal code 263645. Okay, 263645 something I am typing here. It is saying the pin code is for Ranikhet area. Okay, it is in Uttarakhand only. So all those places related to Ranikhet, they are coming into this here. So you can just see some other information also it is giving here. Country code, Uttarakhand, admin boundary 1. So GeoName is another very popular portal, we can say, which gives the data in this format. Now that was the pin code. Now let us say we want the elevation of different places here. Now if I select it here, like I want the elevation at the 30 meter interval, at the 30 meter resolution. 30 meter means 30 meter by 30 meter on the ground. What is the height, average height at that place? So I will just copy this particular link from here and just try to paste it here. api.geonames.org, AsterDM. This is one of the program which gives you the elevation data set of different regions. Now here I am typing latitude equal to 30.2, longitude equal to 78.5, and username Kamal something. Kamal. So click it. You can see here it is showing that height at 30 meter is 2125 meters. The data it will give in 2125 meters. That wherever this location is there, at that location the height is 2125. It is Dehradun basically. I know that location. Now let us take one example here. If I say what is the lat long of let us say Hyderabad. Okay, so it will give me this is 17.3 and 78.486. Let us copy it here and try to put that thing longitude equal to this portion over here, and then latitude I will take this here, Control C. If I go to this API, then it will try to give me the API of the, it will just say 498 meters for Hyderabad region. So through this API also. Now they become very useful. You need not to go to the website. You just pass this server, this API key, this API in your web portal or the website, and pass these parameters dynamically. Whichever you pass it, the attribute will be the same value will be displayed to you. So that was from the GeoName. There is something search city by latitude and longitude. If you want to find out at this latitude and longitude what is the name of the city, again GeoName comes to our help. Copy it here, Control C. If I say here, then I will just go another. I will take one portal here, Control V. If I say which city is at 30.35 and 78.05, it says to me it is Hathi Badkala, or city is in country is India and city is Dehradun basically, this particular place. And if I take the same locations here, this IP, okay, this one basically latitude and longitude. Let me try to change it here. This latitudes and longitudes here, Control C. If you just change this place name over here, and I just take these latitude longitudes, press enter. So it will say it is Sultan Bajar, which is a place in Hyderabad only. Okay, so exact location also it will tell you, Sultan Bajar. You just change it to some few degrees, and then it will change the name of the city also. Let us say I want it 30 point, only up to 30. Okay, 17.3, and here up to this part only. So it will say Ganapat. It is Gagan Pahad, somewhere in Hyderabad only. Okay, So this is the latitude and this is the longitude, and I am able to get the name of the city also. So these all are possible through this geo portals. Different portals are there. So I just to summarize. So today I just gave you a brief introduction of these different kinds of geo portals and what are the mechanisms of data access from these geo portals. So now how the security is incorporated into these geo portals, that is again the topic of our next session, which will be on 6th of December maybe. So at that time you see that we will be telling you how these security measures are taken care, so that your data leak and data stealing, data mishandling and data copyright protecting, all these things are incorporated. So with this I come to an end of this session. Thank you very much. If few questions are there, we will have a break of around 5 minutes and then I will take few questions. Thank you very much. Okay, welcome back. Now, let us take few questions which you have posted in the chat box. So, let me see if any questions are there. Mm. Okay, Aryan Dubey is typing there. Explain it again, sir. I am unable to understand which section you want me to explain again. You can just type it here in the chat box. You can even ask some basic questions also. No need of saying that very complicated questions. Some basic questions as well. Or you can just explore these portals also. If you face any difficulty in any data access, that then also you can later on also you can send queries to me. Actually, no need of typing this attended sir over here, because we are not going to assess it. We are not taking anything out of this attendance sir, because it is auto attendance. Somebody is writing there also attended, so it is of no use of typing attended over here. Okay, it will auto attendance is taken care. That portal will itself take, that e-class portal will automatically take itself the attendance if you are. Now Karan Verma is asking one question, sir. Bhuvan services publicly available to everyone. Yes, Bhuvan, whatever services I showed to over there, they are available to all people. There are some few services which are not publicly available, like that satellite services are not there, satellite image services are not there. Otherwise, that thematic services, they all are available for public access for anyone whosoever visits that website. Hemant Jagdish Kumar is asking, sir, we can get only limited data from API. How API will be useful related to GIS? So, it basically when we talk about this from API, of course, we get only limited data in one API call. But if you can automate it, you can write some script which can continuously call those data sets from the source data portal. At that time, you can have more than you can have some good amount of data sets can also be accessed if you try to automate it to download the data from the internet from that source data sets. So, but for that you need some programming background should be there, or you need some scripting, some this either in Python or some JavaScript, some scripting if you are aware. So that can be utilized to automate those tasks basically. Sir, can you provide the link to APIs? Yes, I will share this PPTs with you, so you can just see. Yes, that question was from Prabhjot Singh Bhui. Hmm? Now, Yes is asking one question, sir. What are the ways to download the Bhuvan software? Actually, Bhuvan is not a software basically, it is a web portal. So, no need of downloading that Bhuvan portal. You can access it from internet itself. From browser itself, you can see it. You need one internet connectivity. Just type bhuvan.nrsc.gov.in and that portal will be available to you in that browser itself. One question is from Vivek Suresh Ray. How are maps topography can be used in 3D modeling for designing the cities? So this question is not in the scope of this lecture session. So there are different other courses also which gives you about this 3D modeling. So maps means you need, basically you require the data in along with the elevation. So then only you can use them for the 3D modeling for designing the city. So like building footprints I was telling to you, if you are able to automate, or if you are able to extract all the building footprints, and you have the height of those buildings. So you just embed those heights into those building footprints, and that heights can be then elevated or exaggerated so that it represents the entire building in a proper way as per its elevation basically, and the same thing can be replicated for the entire city. So there are different softwares for it. One of the very popular software is Google Earth Engine, and there are Google SketchUp basically is that software which allows you to simulate the buildings footprints into an elevated buildings. Apart from that, from open source there is 3D city modeling. And there are 3D city. There are some libraries also. Open source standards are also there, which helps you to create all those 3D models. Deepak is asking one question, sir. Do we need to download QGIS software to edit or observe the data, or can be done through other way as well? Yes, for if you want to edit the data, since because this whatever data is provided to you through these APIs or through the web services, you cannot directly edit them. You need to download those data sets and install. If you have your QGIS software installed in your PC, open those data set in the software, and then you need to edit it separately for your purpose only. That one question is from Venkata Satya Sai Deva Deepak Midatha. Is Bhuvan can be used only for Indian unlike other mapping softwares? Yes, in Bhuvan Geo portal it is specifically for the Indian subcontinent. So data pertaining to this region only it is available into it. Slowly they are moving to some neighboring countries also. If some MOUs and all those things are there, then only those data sets will be available for those countries in Bhuvan Geo portal. Brunda S is asking, as per the space policy, up to what meter we get it free of cost for research and academia? So if we talk about